Yes, so in the video that you're about to see, basically we were at an apartment for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks or so, and we got a bunch of different trash and bulky items from their dumpsters. So that is what you're about to see. I just go through all of the bigger items that we got, which were like vacuums and Christmas lights and a few lamps, stuff like that. I hope that you guys like it. What's up, you guys? So we found like this vacuum cleaner and this monitor, and this thing is a lamp. Obviously this is the vacuum cleaner and that's the monitor. We just found that, and we're in an apartment complex right now, so you can find like a lot of good bulky items in apartments because like people move around a lot, so it's not that atypical to find a lot of stuff like this there. We found a lot of different stuff, and that's all going to be in other parts of this video. And I just wanted to show you guys like these 3 items that we found. And this particular one has like a bunch of different dumpster sites, so like we can find like a bunch of things. And I'm gonna cut the cord off of this thing and off of this thing, and gonna like go into the monitor and see like what there is inside of the monitor. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing with that one, and gonna take all of the stuff out of the monitor, and then obviously get the cords out of these 2 and then put them back into the trash. We were looking in the apartment dumpster things again, and somebody had left this out and this mouse out too. And it was inside of this box, which I'm assuming is the new version of the keyboard that they got, because this one is from this company and this is from this company. That's what we got. It's a really good find because of all of this like wiring and stuff. There's a lot of wiring in it, and the mouse too has a lot of wiring in it. I'm not sure about if the keyboard itself is still usable, but the mouse we cleaned off and plugged into like my laptop, and it did still work. It was just like a little bit laggy because it's like an older mouse, but it still worked too. So that's another like great find you can have like if you go out and scrapping and stuff. But we're probably just gonna take the cords out and try to like go into it and take out all of the stuff that's inside of it. I think there's like a little bit of silver inside of like these things in the Mylar, so we're gonna try to extract that too. The keyboard, the person who had this last had this little break in it, so that's why we're not gonna try to like clean it up or anything. We're just gonna open it up and try to take out everything that we can from it, also taking these cords and stuff, and then we're just gonna put it back into the recycling bin or something for our city. We also found this. It's like really powerful magnet. Earlier in this vlog you kind of saw like when we found a computer monitor, so that is what we kind of got out of that. We also got this software board out of it, so both of these are also really like cool finds that we got. We were expecting a lot more to come out of the monitor, to be honest, but didn't get a lot more out of it, so that was kind of unfortunate. But we did get 2 of these. The other one is in the car still. Because it's such a powerful magnet, we figured we might as well just be able to use it. And this one, well, this is all that we have right now for this one. But those 3 items, 2 of these and 1 of these, is basically all that we got out. We also got a computer stand out of it that I think is made out of tin, so I'll show you that later. We found this in the apartment dumpsters. Like, it was just sitting right outside of the dumpsters, like this bag. So this is a really good find because of all this wiring and stuff. And these are just like light bulbs that we're gonna take out of it and then donate to Lowe's, like go and recycle them at Lowe's, because they do that. So if you do have like light bulbs and stuff that you're like not needing anymore because they're out or whatever, you can go to Lowe's and recycle them, and so just tossing them into your trash can. It's a little dusty right now, but once we like clean it and get rid of all the bulbs and stuff, it'll be fine. And that's a lot of like copper wiring and stuff that we can get. So if you're wondering how we're getting like the copper wiring out of like all of these, it's really simple of a process actually. You can just use like this wire de-stripper tool to like get it out, and that you're left with basically the pure copper. And I think that the pure copper from like these things, regardless of the grading of the copper that it is like 30 cents, as opposed to if it has this stuff outside, then it's like 10 cents. So if you are doing this, I highly suggest that you invest in a copper or a wire de-stripper tool. It's like relatively cheap from Lowe's or whatever, and you can easily get rid of all of this like stuff on the outside of it. We also found these two, I think they're like candle holders in the like apartment dumpster thing. I'm pretty sure that they are steel, actually, not tin. Because of the coloring, I don't know if it's like coming across well, but they're a really brassy color. The stuff in the background I'm going to show you in a little bit in case you're wondering, but they're a really brassy color. So we originally thought that they were brass, but when we did the magnet test, it stuck. I actually have a magnet that you guys saw earlier. It's this one, the really like high powerful magnet that came out of the monitor that you guys saw earlier in this vlog. It's sticking, and it's sticking, so that means that it's steel, not what we expected out of it, but it's still a really good find and I'm happy. They're just like candle holders and they're really pretty too. All you'd really need is a little bit of like lacquer to make it shine again and like to clean it off if you wanted to like decorate your house with it, but we're just gonna get don't like scrap it. We're not really gonna keep it. We don't really use candles or anything like that, but yeah. Hey guys, so I was thinking about it, and actually it makes more sense for us to like sell these things in a garage sale that we're doing, along with a bunch of other like items that we found kind of like this, householdy items that like would be able to be used by other people as opposed to just scrapping it, because that way other people can use it and then they'd get it for like a cheaper cost. So I'm thinking about doing that as opposed to like just scrapping it and then like charging like, I don't know, like $2 or something for them, like scrapping them. I'm thinking that where I'm just gonna do that instead. This is another thing that we found out of the dumpsters at this apartment that we're currently at. This is a pressure cooker. Like you can make like rice and stuff and like I think soups and stuff out of it too. We're not gonna use it because, you know, we found it in a dumpster and that just, yeah. It's a really good find. And also this thing, like the body and stuff, is made out of aluminum, which is really good, and it's pretty heavy too. I'd say it's at least 5 pounds. Really big. I don't know if that's like registering, but yeah, it's really big too. So that's a pretty good find. It's a little scuffed up, so like you can tell that it was clearly like used and stuff, but it's still a really good find. We also have a couple of cans in here because we like to get cans for like the extra aluminum and stuff, but I'll show you guys my can collection in a different video. This all we found at the same time. This is kind of like a decorative lamp thing. It's kind of pretty and stuff, I don't know, but there is this like wiring that's running throughout it, so that's why we took this one. This is just from like the Christmas lights I showed you guys earlier. It's just the wiring that connects to all of them, so that's another really good find that we can use the de-stripper tool to like get the outside coating off of, so that's another really good thing. It's pretty large too, and it's pretty heavy, so that's a really good find. This is from a different vacuum cleaner than the one that you guys saw at the beginning of this vlog. Each one of these, I heard, they're over like a pound or something, so whenever you see a vacuum cleaner, it's a really good idea to like take the cord and stuff, because that's another pound of copper that you're getting. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but this stuff, that's just like copper and stuff, and it's surrounded by the wiring, so we're just gonna use the stripper tool to get rid of that. This monitor that you guys saw at the beginning of this vlog, we got the stand out of it, as well as like a memory board and 2 really strong magnets. This is actually made out of steel. I think I told you guys it was like tin or something, but it's steel. This is another really good find that we got. We were expecting more out of the monitor, monitor, but oh well, I guess. It's pretty heavy too, so that's a really good thing. You know, we're just gonna probably scrap all of this stuff and using the wire de-stripper to like get rid of all of this, and then with the extra material that comes out of that, we're probably just gonna put it back into like the dumpsters or like the trash can. Maybe if it's recyclable, we'll recycle it, but yeah. These are just 2 lamps that we got. They're pretty big lamps too. The bases are like this part of both of them. This one's kind of wonky right now, so that's why it's kind of at a slant. But the bases of both of them are, or something of that sort, they're not like aluminum or anything. I think the magnet sticks to them. We're just gonna get like wiring and stuff out of it. So they're insulated wires, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, they're pretty big. We're just gonna take the parts that we can, like break it down and then throw out this. This is just plastic, and so is that base down there. So we're gonna get rid of that stuff, but we're gonna keep the rest of it that's like actually metal and stuff. I hope that you liked that video, and I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also turn on that little bell icon so that you can get notifications for when I upload videos. I really hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.